Today I'm going to demonstrate for you how to do your first POTA activation without calling CQ. You ready? Let's go.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a full-time traveler and ham radio operator. I activate amazing parks all over the United States. Join the adventure and see what's next.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy.
The traveler has come.
Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
It's a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.
Good morning, radio friends. I'm Mike. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. And this is Support Your Parks Weekend. And what a great weekend to get out and try your first POTA activation. And I'm going to show you one really great low stress strategy for getting your first activation. And it works absolutely best on Support Your Park Weekend. Now you're probably saying, well, Mike, that's great, but you know, at the time that I'm watching this video, Support Your Park Weekend, just happened. It's a long time before it happened again, but no. It happens 4 times a year. This is a quarterly event, happens once a season. So this is the springtime Support Your Parks Weekend that happens in April. There is a summertime that happens 3 months in June. There is a fall that happens another 3 months in October. And then there will be a 4th time that it happens in another 3 months in January. So no matter what time of the year that you watch this video and see this strategy, there will be one coming up, and you've got till then to get all your preparations done for your first POTA activation. And we're going to do it by hunting. We're not going to call CQ. We're just going to hunt other activators from within a park. I'm actually in my home park today, US 2331 Cheney Lake State Park. It's pretty early in the morning. I'm pretty cool. We had a cold front move through yesterday. We're going to get 10 contacts here. We're going to go ahead and get the park activated without calling CQ. Let's go get set up. Okay, so here's the setup for this morning. Main piece here, we've got the FT891 running it out of the Nanook. Oh, I forget what the number is. The Nanook case there. I got an affiliate link on that. If you're interested, it is a perfect fit for the FT891. That's not a good go box for it because you're not going to fit anything else. But it does fit the radio absolutely perfectly. So it can't shake around there too much while I'm moving that. And I am powering it with the BioInno 15 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. I will be logging on the web. I do have connection here with World Radio League, and I got the cat control working. And then way out there on my 100-foot ABR coax, I've got the 17-foot chameleon whip set up, fully extended for 20 meters. He's got 9 11-foot radials that came, it's the Wolf River Coils base. So that's still the Wolf River Coils tripod. And then it came with 3 33-foot radials, which I sliced into thirds and made multiple radials. So one exciting new development for this channel is I am now an affiliate partner with DX Engineering, and this is super cool. I've ordered a few times from DX Engineering, and I gotta tell you, that service was really, really fast. Probably the biggest one that I ordered in terms of its importance to me was a couple pieces of kit I needed to hike down into the bottom of Grand Canyon, and I needed those things fast. I wanted a smaller, lighter mast, and I wanted a smaller, lighter coax cable, an RG316, and I was able to get both of those and have them delivered. And this was within like a week of going down in the canyon. And I had a little 10-foot piece of RG316 instead of my 25-foot roll of ABR RG8X. I had a 13-foot, it was a windsock pole super small, super light, was great in the pack compared to what I had at the time, which was the DX Commander mast, which great as it is, I don't want to be carrying all that weight just for that purpose down in the Grand Canyon. So I've been high on DX engineering ever since. And so to get invited into their affiliate program is really, really cool. So now what that means is I can provide affiliate links for the actual equipment that I use here. And you guys know, I'm not a product review guy. I'm not coming out here with different stuff all the time. I am using my 891. I'm using my Chameleon whip. I'm using the same Bio-NO batteries. And you can find links for all these things in the description that will take you to DX engineering and doesn't cost you anything extra. Yeah, so you know I'm bringing out the same gear all the time, and it's going through a lot of use, a lot of abuse, a lot of different places, a lot of different rocks and mud and bugs and grass and sand and all kinds of things that I expose all this equipment to, and it's still working. You know, when you see the face of my 891 up close, it's dirty. If you see other channels and their 891 is perfectly clean, so check out those affiliate links. I've got the DX engineering, like I mentioned. There's also some Amazon links for some of the other equipment that you see me use from time to time on these activations. That is a nice, easy way to support your favorite YouTube channel. If they have affiliate links, it costs you nothing. And these companies that sign us up for these programs, they're basically paying us out of the money that you pay them. So, you know, if you don't like the idea of Amazon affiliates, you know, all you're doing is giving Amazon more money by choosing not to click on those affiliate links. All right, we're going to get set up here on World Radio League and turn the radio on and get to hunting. Now, the propagation conditions for the 2 weeks leading up to this event had been pretty bad, but I'd had some success the night before with all the traffic on the band, so I was hopeful that this morning would also be improved. However, I didn't turn too far down the 20-meter band before I realized it was going to be pretty rough conditions again today.
Whiskey 4 Alpha Foxtrot Charlie, W4 AF2 calling C2 Bucks on the air, US 1880.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, is that a Roger?
Roger, Roger, I'm a park to park. I've got you 4 and 4 with some fading. I'm at US 2331. Again, that's US 2331. Roger?
Yes, sir. US 2331. You said you have us as a 4-4. Is that correct?
Roger, Roger.
I also have you as about, let's say, 5-1 here at my park. US 6, corrected. US 1880.
I got it, 1880. All right, good luck out there today, 7-3. So I had a bit of an audio issue here where all of a sudden my radio was overdriving the microphone that I have plugged into it. And I've used this setup countless times over the past couple years. So I was a bit confused as to why it was working like this now. After the event was over and after doing some experimenting back in the RV, I realized that the difference was the headphones that I had plugged into the other side of the audio splitter. I have a little audio splitter cable plugged into the radio, and then on one side I plug in the microphone, and on the other side I plug in my headphones. And for this activation, I decided to use my Heil headphones. And what I found was the little earbuds that I normally use attenuate the signal on the other side of the splitter to the microphone quite a bit. And while the headphones do so a little bit, it's not near to the extent that the earbuds do. And that was the difference in the level of volume. So all my audio from the radio is clipped, but that's in the original file. I have a little attenuator cable coming that I think will fix the problem, that I can plug between the splitter and the microphone and will cut out 35 dB out of the signal, and I think that should fix the problem.
CC-POTA, November 2, Papa, Delta Kilo, CC-POTA.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Park to park, come again?
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Oscar 0. Come again?
Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, Victoria, Italy, Mexico.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, have you 57 into US 1873, QSL.
QSL, I got you 5 and 4 into US 2331. That's 2331, and I'm ready for second op.
Roger, hold on.
November 7, Uniform Tango, Quebec. I have you 57 into Park US 1873, QSL.
QSL, November 7, Uniform Tango, Quebec. This is Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike in US 2331. I'll bump you up one to a 5 and 5 to my park. Roger?
Roger. Thanks for the contact, 73.
Thank you. You guys have fun out there today from Kilo Sierra 73.
POTA, November, kilowatt 4, Oscar.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, park to park.
Okay, great. Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike. You're 5-9 into the Florida Keys.
Very nice. All right. Appreciate that in the Florida Keys. I got you 5 and 3. My park is US 2331. That's US 2331. Roger?
2331. Roger. Thank you, Michael. Have a great day and a great weekend. 73.
Appreciate you, buddy. Good luck out there today. 7-3.
03. You are the November kilowatt 4 Oscar calling CQ from the Florida Keys.
Now that I'm about 5 contacts into my activation here, I realize that all 5 of my contacts are either from the states of Florida or Georgia. So assuming that I just have a good pipeline to those states, I just continue to look for activators in those states to finish the activation.
CQ POTA, this is Whiskey 4, Lima Hotel Sierra, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, park to park.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike. Go ahead, you are 5-9 here from US 2198, go ahead.
Okay, copy that. Thanks for 2198. I've got you 5 and 7. Nice signal to my park, US 2331 in Kilo Sierra.
Awesome with that, sir. Thank you for hunting us.
Okay, that's one run through the band there. Now, typically on one of these weekends, that should be all you need to get 10. I went through and got 5. They're pretty trashy conditions. So, I'm actually kind of surprised I got 5. So that just goes to show you, even on a bad weekend, just one pass through 20 meters hunting and I got 5. And it didn't take too long. If you try this strategy on any regular day, it still works. It just doesn't work quite as fast. You need to have some time. If you only had, a half hour or an hour, it might be challenging to get 10 contacts depending on where you are and what band conditions are like and exactly what time of the day and day of the week it is.
This is Alpha Golf 1 Oscar calling CQ, park from there.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, park to park.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, got you 5-9 into US 2174 here in West Georgia.
Copy that. Thank you for 2174. I have you 5-9 as well. Nice signal this morning to US 2331, and that's in Kilo Sierra. Roger.
Roger, the 2331 in Kansas. I hope the bands are picking up a little bit. You're coming in good. But anyway, good luck with your activation. Thanks for hunting me down.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck out there today. 7-3.
Go ahead, park.
Kilo Echo 0, Victor, India, Mike, park to park.
QSL. Michael, you are a 5-9 plus into my T-Park, US 6318 and US 4633, South Florida, QSL.
QSL, thank you. I've got you 5 and 5 to US 2331. That's 2331. Roger?
Roger.
Thanks for the twofer this morning, 7-3.
Okay, so that's big. So there was 2 parks in Florida, and that got me to, well, it only shows 7, but it will be 8 once I submit that. Again, in Florida. I've never had a map that's been that focused in one area. It's pretty funny. All right, folks, so that's the activation. Maybe not a great example there. Only got 9, and then things started happening with the club here that I need to go be a part of. I did get my 10th contact with a club member on the handheld, so I do have the activation completed. Got 9 while hunting there, so maybe not the best example, but a lot of that's due to, you know, the space weather conditions that we got going on today. But, you know, I still would have gotten it done given it a little bit more time. It's still a good way to go out and get your first POTA activation, even if it's not on a weekend, even if it's not on Support Your Parks weekend. But man, what a great time it is to do that. I'm Mike, Kilo Echo Zero, Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. And in case you haven't heard,
I POTA everywhere, man. I POTA everywhere, man. 40-acre rock, man. Pariah movie set, man. From bottom of canyons I dare, man. I POTA everywhere. I've POTA McFadden, Pinnacles, Peterman, Medicine Bow, J.D. Murphy, Butterfield, Picacho.